Today we are reacting to mystical creatures. Let's go.
Thousands of legends from around the world say the same thing. Monsters live in the depths of the ocean, from ancient Japanese myths to modern online forums.
Yo.
Thousands of legends from around the world say the same thing. Monsters live in the depths of the
If I
ocean,
saw
from ancient
that when I'm fishing, I would just be like,
Run. These myths
oh
to
yeah,
modern
RIP.
online forums. The fear of sea creatures never fades.
I can tell.
Today, you'll discover
Oh.
5 of the most mysterious and terrifying among them. In the depths of the Pacific Ocean, where storms strike without warning and the sea turns ink black, Japanese sailors have
Why?
whispered a name for centuries: Umibozu. His
Oh.
appearance means doom, and no one knows why he only rises when the waters are perfectly still,
Umibozu.
just before the waves begin to surge.
What?
Umibozu is a giant sea
Bozu.
creature from Japanese folklore. Descriptions say he resembles a smooth, black monk's head emerging from the
Racist.
ocean, towering dozens of feet high. Sometimes massive arms appear, gray as ash, with fingers the length of a ship's mast. Estimates vary, but some tales claim he loomed over entire ships, up to 100 feet tall. The name Umibozu combines umi, sea, and bozu, Buddhist monk. According to legend, he is linked to the spirits of drowned monks whose lives ended unjustly. Stories say he strikes down ships with a single blow and drags the crew into the deep. What's intriguing is that dozens of similar reports come from islands across Japan.
If I saw that, I would just call the FBI.
FBI, open up!
So yeah, I don't want to see that.
In 1834, a Japanese trading ship vanished after its captain reportedly said, "The sea is too quiet." Locals believed it fell victim.
So I heard this before, where when a seagull square illuminate, especially the umi bozo appears.
To Umibozu.
Bozo.
Even
Yeah.
into the 20th century, fishermen still speak of a black head rising from the ocean surface.
Okay, like that's just like they're trying to scare everybody right now.
Some researchers speculate that real creatures could
Shush! Let me. Oh my god, I hear. I don't know if you can hear, but there's like chicken just cuckoo cuckoo annoying.
explain the myth. Perhaps rare deep sea squids or unidentified cetaceans. But no scientific observation has ever confirmed Umibozu's existence. So if you're ever out at sea and notice the storm suddenly stops, don't celebrate too quickly. It might not be calm. It might be the first sign that Umibozu is near.
Oh, so you basically see that.
Off the coast of the Bahamas lies a natural wonder, the
Oh,
blue holes.
I've seen this.
These vertical underwater caves drop hundreds of feet into the ocean, and deep within them, legend says, lives one of the most mysterious sea monsters in the world, the Lasca. It strikes without warning, then vanishes as quickly as it appeared.
What?
Lasca is described as a hybrid between
If I see, as I was saying, if I saw that, just
between an octopus and a shark. It has the tentacles of a giant squid and a torso resembling a shark's body with a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth.
Okay.
According to local tales, Lasca can grow up to 67 feet long. That's the length of a school.
No way you just said that, bro. Why couldn't you say 67.2 or 68?
But in water, such a creature can approach unseen. The name Lasca has no confirmed origin.
Alaska, where's the A? What? Where's the A in Alaska? Alaska. It sounds like Alaska a little bit, but spell it Luska, and you say Alaska. Weird.
I believe it stems from local Caribbean dialects. Stories about it have been passed down for generations on the islands of Andros and Eleuthera.
No idea what that is.
Fishermen spoke of boats yanked underwater by a single massive tentacle. Many believe.
If somebody just slapped me, I would just do this.
dozens of unexplained disappearances in the blue hole regions. Scientifically, Alaska might be an exaggerated
That's not Alaska. That's just a giant
account
squid.
of real deep-sea creatures like the giant squid or colossal octopus.
Oh,
The largest
that's
known
massive.
species, the Architeuthis,
Oh,
can reach lengths
is
of
that a
43
dinosaur?
feet. But Alaska, based on descriptions, seems even larger. What's fascinating is that blue holes are less explored than the surface of the moon.
What?
Some descend more than 650 feet
Oh,
and
yeah,
contain sealed-off
I think they
ecosystems.
were
That
deep.
makes it possible for large, unknown life forms to remain hidden. Alaska remains suspended between legend and science. But in the Bahamas,
Yo,
the fear
what?
is very real. And if you ever dive into a blue hole, remember, not all depths are silent.
Yeah, no. Oh my god, I skipped the ad.
In 1997, the United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration recorded one of the loudest underwater sounds ever detected in the southern Pacific Ocean. It was
The
heard
bloop.
over 3,000 miles away and named the bloop.
The
But
bloop.
behind the signal lies more than just acoustic mystery. The internet turned it into a symbol of oceanic unknowns. The creature
Wait, what was that
1,000
word?
miles away and named the bloop. But behind the signal lies more than just acoustic mystery. The internet turned it
Yeah, what is that? Thalassophia. What is that?
into
Never
a
mind.
symbol of oceanic unknowns. The creature at the heart of this legend is imagined as a 250-foot giant, far
I
larger
have no
than
idea
any
how
known
much that
animal,
is in
including
meters
the blue
or
whale.
centimeters, cause
Some theories suggest bloop is
I
intelligent,
don't know.
deliberately avoiding humans and perceiving its environment
I
in
don't
ways no other
measure
marine life
anything.
can. One belief
I'm
is
not
that bloop
American.
can mute the ocean, silencing all nearby sounds. Another theory claims it communicates through infrasound, a frequency below human hearing, but one that can induce unease or fear. The sound originated from one of the most remote regions on Earth, between Easter Island and Antarctica,
Chile?
at depths of around 13,000 feet.
Yo, that's deep. I
The
think.
area remains largely unexplored. Later, some researchers suggested an ice quake may have caused it, though even they admitted the sound structure was unusually organic.
Yeah,
The legend
true.
quickly spread online.
Okay, that is
Its
just AI.
coordinates nearly matched the location of Rillier from Lovecraft's stories. Sparking ice quake may have caused it, though even they admitted the sound structure was unusually organic. The legend quickly spread
Okay,
online.
that's AI.
Its
Next.
coordinates nearly matched the location.
Is that the island of Wicked? Is that the island of Okay.
Of Rillier from Lovecraft's
Why is the
stories,
sea green?
sparking theories that Bloop was Cthulhu awakening. Since
Cthulhu.
then, it's become a cult figure in digital mythology, a symbol of the deep's silent terror. In 2002 and 2005, scientists conducted follow-up missions to the same region, hoping to capture the sound again. But nothing similar was recorded.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Even stranger, several hydrophones failed during the process.
Oh,
This
it's
led
like
to
a
theories
microphone?
that
Is there a
Bloop either
microphone?
disrupts electronics
Oh.
or uses something that prevents detection. Since 1997, no similar sound has ever been recorded again. To some, it was a strange anomaly. To others, it remains the only acoustic trace of
Oh.
something still lurking in the dark. In ancient times, people often explained natural phenomena through mythical creatures.
Shush.
If a solar eclipse was blamed on a giant raven, then the disappearance of the moon was the work of something far more colossal. Its name was Bakunawa. According to
Bakunawa.
legend, this sea monster
It's
once
probably
rose from the
some
ocean's
type of
depths and
Chinese
tried to swallow the
ancient
moon.
thing.
Whenever a lunar eclipse occurred, people believed Bakunawa had returned. The creature was described as a giant sea serpent, so enormous its length was compared to entire islands, like Negros or Cebu.
What?
Its mouth, according to stories, resembled a lake and was wide enough to swallow a celestial body whole.
Yeah, right.
Bakunawa's
bro.
skin was dark and smooth. Some
How do you
depictions
know?
show it with fins, wings, or even glowing patches, much like
Ooh, that
deep-sea
looks
creatures.
cool, that blue shit's
Interestingly,
cool.
the moon-eating myth wasn't just meant to explain rare celestial
Shush.
events. It also warned of disasters.
That chicken is
People believed
annoying
that
me.
each time Bakunawa rose, it disrupted the balance of the ocean. In response, entire villages would rush to the shores, banging drums, striking metal, and lighting fires to scare the creature away and bring the moon back.
And
Over
the-
time,
Oh
Bakunawa
my
became
God, I'm
more
gonna
than just a
crash out.
symbol of eclipses. She embodied the fear of what lies hidden in the water, beyond human control. Some tales claimed that her rise caused a momentary
Her?
shift in ocean temperature, and coastal animals would act strangely. People began associating her appearance with droughts, floods, and vanishing fish.
Now I know.
Even today, local fishermen sometimes recall old stories where the sea suddenly fell silent before a storm, and took it as a sign that Bakanawa had awakened. From a scientific perspective, this myth is a classic example of how humans used storytelling to understand nature's cycles. Yet Bakanawa remains a lasting symbol of the sea's vast and unknowable power. It still appears in games, books, and animation, a reminder of how little we truly understand about the ocean and the stars.
I can't.
We now turn to the final creature, considered by many to be the most terrifying sea monster of all, El Gran Maha.
Oh yeah.
It's described as a massive predator up to 2,215 feet long, nearly twice the size of bloop, and dozens of times longer than a blue whale. Its body resembles a serpent or deep-sea eel, but far more powerful. Its eyes are small, pale, and dull, as if adapted to absolute darkness. The earliest documented account dates back to 1563, when a Spanish sailor named
the 1500s. Yo,
Diego Alejandro described a beast with a mouth the size of a lifeboat and a body that disappeared into the fog, so long he couldn't see the end of it. He claimed the creature's eyes glowed in the dark, watching silently from the depths. The original records were mostly lost to fire, but surviving fragments inspired centuries of chilling tales. Descriptions of El Gran Maha portray it as a hybrid between a sea serpent and a prehistoric predator, with a massive jaw full of long teeth and rough skin. Its 6 eyes are said to be arranged in two horizontal...
If I saw that on a fishing trip, I would just literally accept my fate. I would be like...
rows across its forehead, possibly an adaptation to the pitch-black pressure zones of the ocean. It makes no sound, gliding silently through the dark like a moving shadow. Since the 2010s, El Gran Maha has been widely discussed across English-speaking corners of the internet, first on cryptozoology forums, then on YouTube and wiki-based fan communities.
I don't know if you know this YouTuber. He's a YouTuber in Poland. His name is Palion, and he watched Bleep versus El Gran Maha. Yeah, Maha. I don't know how to say it.
On the fandom platform, it even has its own dedicated page, complete with fictional descriptions, pseudo-historical records, and illustrations. Thanks to these online spaces, El Gran Maha has become part of digital folklore, alongside other imaginary giants of the deep. Even knowing El Gran Maha is a creation of internet myth, its image still sends a chill down the spine.
It does.
Not because it's real, but because of what it represents.
It might
the scale,
be
silence,
because
and
we only explored 7% of the ocean.
Unknowability of the ocean.
As
that's the power of story.
This guy, he said that we explored more of the moon
like
than
they remind us how little we truly understand about what lurks below.
Yeah, so sorry I'm not subscribing, but okay. And if you like this video, you don't have to, but I would like to. I would love if you could subscribe or like or comment anything, and see you next time. Bye.